Also launching on March 1st, we have Gigawatt, and this plays 1 to 6 players and takes about 60 to 120 minutes to play. And this game takes place in Europe during the end of the 20th century, where the entire economy runs on gas and coal. And the goal of this game is for players to compete and be the first ones to convert all their coal and gas power plants into sustainable energy. And the way that this works is that each player will have 2 tracks that they're going to be managing, their supply and demand. And if they are ever able to supply more supply than there is demand, as well as having converted all their coal and gas power plants into sustainable energy power plants, then they will have won the game. And each game consists of 5 rounds. The first round, players will be buying technology cards, and these will gain abilities to the different players that they can use throughout the game. The second phase is the building phase, where they can buy new power plants, new storage facilities, or create new connections to other regions. And creating connections between those different regions will allow those players to trade with those regions more efficiently, because by default you can only trade 1 cube, but if you create a connection between different regions you can trade up to 4. The third phase is the dice and income phase, and as I mentioned, there's 2 tracks that the players are managing, and they're going to have player pawns on each, and there's the demand track and the production track. Players are going to be rolling the demand dice and adjusting their pawn on the demand board accordingly, and then they're going to be adjusting the production track according to the production that they're generating from their power plants. If players don't generate enough energy for their demand, they're going to gain red cubes equal to the difference, and this is going to represent the shortages. But if players generate too much energy, they're going to gain green cubes, and these represent a surplus. Players will gain income based on the demand that they're able to fulfill, but you will also get penalized if you have any shortages. Luckily, you can trade cubes with other players, as well as other regions that are not controlled by players. When trading with a non-player controlled region, you're going to either gain or lose money equal to the number of shortage or surplus cubes that you were able to trade. Or you can trade with the other players, and there's no rules there, so you can negotiate whatever you're able to and try to get a better deal than dealing with the non-player controlled regions. Players will then bid for the right to close one of their starting coal or gas power plants, and then that is the end of the round, and the rounds continue until a player is determined.